Yeah, a lot of European countries has a free, in a sense, free healthcare. Yeah, it's not like free. Like you still pay sort of taxes, you know. Like when you're working. So at least in my country, okay, how it works. Okay, story time. Um, when you work and you get your monthly pay, there is a couple taxes, right? So there is a tax for health, you know, healthcare, which you go half and half. Half is your employer who pays it, and the other half you get reducted from your pay, basically. Um, and that's like 6.5%. So it's not that much. It's like it's really not that much, you know. And then you have also some type of a social tax that goes down from your monthly pay. That one is, I think, all you, and that's just like 4% or something. It's not that much money, you know. And the social goes towards your retirement, basically, you know. And basically, you pay every month like this, your healthcare, like those percentage on your pay, and then whenever something happens to you, and you go to hospital, they just all they check is if you have an active insurance, which every single person in my country has to have, you know. And if it's being paid, which means, do you work, you are paying it, you know. It's just how it works. And doesn't matter how ill or what happened to you, you know, what kind of injury, you're just getting the things done, usually for completely free. You know, there are certain stuff that are not covered under the health insurance, but those are like, you know, like plastic surgery, you know. But plastic surgery in a case that it's not like needed after a certain injury, you know. Like if let's say your face get burned by fire in an accident or something, and you want to get a replacement or something, you know, that one is usually covered, so that's fine. But if you want to do a nose job because you don't like how your nose looks like, you're paying for that. And some like super rare surgeries or pills, you know, or medicine, you know, something. But dentists and everything, you know, ambulance, calling ambulance and everything, that's all covered. If I'm not mistaken, even if you get a cancer and you have to go to chemotherapy, that one is also covered under that. There might be certain stuff that might not be. I'm not an expert on that one, but I know that this is how it sort of works. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine having to pay $1 million for stubbing your toe. God. Every country other than the Americans has some form of universal health care. Yes. So yeah, that's how it works, at least in my country, in my home country. I'm fortunate my work covers most of my health insurance, even though I'm in the U.S. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's good to have a health, like, since I am, so you guys know that I am in Canada right now, so I have some sort of a insurance here, obviously. But like, what blows my mind is that the dentist is not covered under that. You like dentists? You crazy? How do you like dentists? Dentist is cool if he or she gives you candy afterwards. Yeah. But that's usually happen. Like my dentist, when I was a kid, we were getting like a pictures, you know, like these coloring pictures or stickers. We are not getting, and then later when my dentist changed, she was giving us stickers, and we could choose also a small candy. Yeah, if we didn't have our tooth done or anything, you know, if we have like a cavity or something, she would be like, okay, I will give it to your mom, you know, and after like certain amount of hours you can have it, you know. Because it's such a cool and interesting job. Oh yeah, you like the biology, right? I don't know if I could be doing dentist stuff, you know, because I don't know, like, in a sense, like I completely admire every doctor. You know, it's a very important job, you know, and I admire everyone who wants to be a doctor or is working as one. But I personally, I cannot see blood. I cannot stand certain body smells, you know, and especially, you know, I can't imagine how bad it can be with a certain stuff, you know, in like, you know, when you're like a surgeon or something. I don't know. And just and dentist the same, you know, like sometimes I've seen, you know, like what kind of state someone's teeth are in. So I'm like, hell nah. I wouldn't even want to do my own teeth, and my teeth are okay. The blood is normal biologically speaking. We fear seeing is normal biologically speaking. We fear seeing blood. Can you? Okay, Nini, I'm kind of interested in that. Like, why is it though? Why are we scared to see blood? It means danger? Really? I mean, it sort of makes sense, yes. Probably the fact live juice needs to be on the inside. Uh, you're not wrong. For the same reasons we fear dark places, big animals, it was because of the danger it represented on the early days of humanity. Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.